Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into Arthur C. Clarke's 2061 Odyssey 3. It's a story that's all about humanity's wild future, a world that's strictly off limits, and one man's last epic journey into space.
So let's meet our guide for this trip, Dr. Heywood Floyd. Now, this is a guy who's seen it all, a true veteran of the cosmos. He's actually 103 years old, but thanks to decades in low gravity and cryosleep, his body is more like a 65-year-old's. He's spending his days in the Pasteur Space Hospital, just floating around.
But you can imagine, for a man who has witnessed the birth of a whole new age for humanity, a quiet retirement just isn't going to cut it. Despite all the comfort of his home in orbit, Floyd feels this deep sense of restlessness. He's itching for one last great adventure. And then, just like that, his wish is granted. An invitation shows up, offering him a celebrity seat on the spacecraft Universe. And the destination? A historic first-ever landing on Halley's Comet. I mean, come on, that's an opportunity he just can't pass up.
Okay, but to really get the significance of his journey, we need to zoom out a bit and look at the world he's leaving behind. Because this is not the solar system you and I know. In the 50 years since his last big trip, humanity has been changed. Profoundly and, forever.
This slide right here really shows you the sheer scale of that change. The same alien intelligence that left that monolith on the moon? Well, they ignited the gas giant Jupiter, literally turning it into a second sun that humanity decided to call Lucifer. This one single event completely rewrote the future for all of us.
You see, when you're faced with undeniable proof of a power that's way beyond you, all those old squabbles on Earth just seem to melt away. Lucifer wasn't seen as a threat. It was more like a challenge that forced humanity to finally grow up. It kicked off this incredible era of unity and peace. Suddenly, global communication was free, mass tourism made big wars pretty much unthinkable, and all those old weapons factories, they were repurposed to build, not destroy. But here's the thing. This amazing new dawn for humanity, it came with a very serious warning and one single place in our brand new solar system that was completely forbidden. Just before Jupiter lit up, the monoliths sent this message, and it was crystal clear. The same beings that gave humanity a new sun also put one of its moons, Europa, under quarantine. It was a direct, unambiguous command that turned this small, icy world into the solar system's biggest mystery. So, of course, how long do you think it took for humanity to test that boundary? Not long at all. In a move that was both incredibly bold and, ultimately tragic, the Chinese spacecraft Xian decided to ignore the warning. Their mission was practical, really. They just needed to top up their fuel from Europa's massive reserves of water ice to get home. The mission was a total disaster, but one single haunting message managed to get out. Professor Chang, the only survivor, used his suit's radio to send one final, shocking broadcast. And his words confirmed what scientists had only dreamed of. There was life hidden under Europa's icy shell.
Chang's final transmission, it's straight out of a horror story. He described this massive, plant-like creature coming up from the dark ocean below. It wasn't evil or malicious, it was just drawn to the ship's powerful floodlights. And that simple, instinctual attraction was fatal. The creature accidentally crushed the ship and doomed the entire crew.
All right, let's jump forward 50 years. In the decades since the Xian disaster, that forbidden moon, Europa, has changed. It is not the flat, icy world it used to be.
Scientists watching from the nearby moon of Ganymede have been completely baffled. They've just watched as a mountain has literally risen from Europa's surface. They named it Mount Zeus, and it's almost as tall as Everest, unnaturally smooth and, geologically impossible.
And this is where things get really, really weird. A geologist on Ganymede, a guy named Rolf Vanderberg, scans the mountain with long-range radar, and the results just make no sense. The radar return is way too high for ice, way too high for rock. It's reflecting energy like nothing he has ever seen before. So Vanderberg starts digging through old scientific archives, and he finds it. He figures out what Mount Zeus is really made of. And the revelation is so profound, so potentially world-shattering, that he has to lie to his colleagues about it. He's now carrying the weight of the universe's biggest secret all by himself.
So, while all of that is going on, let's get back to our hero, Dr. Heywood Floyd. He has absolutely no idea about the secret that's brewing on Europa. Nope,
his attention is completely focused on his own historic mission as the spacecraft universe finally reaches its destination.
After days of travel, the ship is performing its final, delicate maneuvers. It's matching its speed and path with Halley's Comet, getting ready for the first ever human landing on the surface of this legendary celestial wanderer. For Floyd, this is it. It's the culmination of a lifetime of dreaming. And that leaves us with this huge question, right? As one man is living out his lifelong dream on a distant comet, a secret of unimaginable importance is still hidden on a quarantined world. It really makes you wonder, where is the real story just beginning?